Here. I'm here, Rocky. I'm here. Woohoo! God, blimey, ladies and gentlemen. That was a situation, but I'm here, so it's cool. No, I was not on my new bike. No, I wasn't trying to find a lucky bag. That's all sorted out. I'd lost track of the time. I mean, I was trying to get stuff ready for this. I thought I had everything ready earlier on in the day. And it was about 6:45. I thought, hang on a second, I've not done, oh no, I've not done this, I've not done that. Oh no. Still a bit out of practice. But it's good, you know. Background music. Have I got background music on? I don't think so. Holy shit. That was, yeah. So I've turned up at after 7 o'clock, which is very unusual. Sorry about that, folks, but the quiz is going ahead. We're going to discuss Monday night quiz. Yay, Dr. Paul. Quiz time. Right. And I'm still not quite ready. I was not quite ready, and I thought, it's 7:02. Get the thing turned on quick. And so I'm still not quite ready. So I'm just going to get a few things ready. First of all, I will put a little bit of background music on. And hopefully this will be at a fairly quiet volume. Now, that's done. Hopefully you can hear something, but not too loud. The other thing I've got to do is get the quiz on, haven't I? Because at the moment, all you can see is me. Hello, Keith. Hello, Marion. Hello, Robert. Quiz ballers. Whew. God, I'm exhausted, and all I was doing was standing here clicking things. Right, okay. If I hit share screen, application window, and then this, and then share, and then there we go. That's us. So it's going to be okay. Everything's going to work out. I was a little bit freaked out there. No, I wasn't sleeping. Stupid. Just a bit out of practice. I had that week away, and it was all very relaxing. Right, it's 5 minutes past, so I should be starting already. So let's cut the nonsense. Let's get straight on to the quiz. Hello, Mary. Hello to everybody. Hello, Jock. Hello, Sped J. Hello, Anne. Triangulation. Hello, everybody. I hope you're well. You know what I like? I like a bit of good news. You tell me some good news from your world. We'll share that with everybody. That'll get us in a good mood. Right, okay. Now, if you've not been here before and you don't understand, then let me know. But basically, answer the questions, mark yourself after each round, and don't shout out answers in the chat. That's the main thing. That's the main situation. That is last time we played. I don't have too much time to look at that, but I am Smarticus, and let's get Quizzical right up there. That was Friday. That was my first one back after a little break, and 76-point massive scores there. You can't see the scores in the third column there. I thought there was something funny about that slide when I was putting it together. Anyway, that was Friday. Quiz is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Zoom quiz. Hire me to do a Zoom quiz for your company. I'll turn up on time, promise. Right, okay, here we go. Round one is the same letter round. Hello, Simon. Hello, Electric Sheep. Hello, Noodle Doodles. Hello, Jonathan. Hello, Alistair. Same letter round is that all 5 answers in this round begin with the same letter of the alphabet. And I think it's fairly straightforward tonight. So let's get cracked into it straight away. Lions. Which African nation have a football team, national football team, nicknamed the Indomitable Lions? Right? So the Indomitable Lions is the official nickname for which African football team, national football team from which country in Africa. If you don't know that, hang on till you get the letter and you might be able to have a guess. Here comes question number 2. It's the same letter round. All the answers start with the same letter. Same with this one. You might not get this one straight away. Benny Goodman was the king of swing, jazz musician. What instrument was he most famous for playing? Okay, so Benny Goodman, king of swing. What was his preferred instrument? What instrument was he most famous for playing? Can he play a kazoo like Miro? Not my league. What type of creatures are the Disney characters Chip and Dale? All right. If you've ever seen these cartoon characters, you'll know why I've put the title up there. Annoying. Chip and Dale. Literally the worst cartoon characters in the world. But what kind of creatures are they? Shocker. Number 4 in the same letter round. What sign of the zodiac is represented by the crab? Like that. Giving it all that. What star sign is that? If your star sign is the crab, that's your animal, then what is the name of the star sign? Hopefully that should give you the letter, if you don't have the letter already. And the last one, what type of pastry is used in profiteroles? All right. Special kind of dessert is profiteroles. What's the name of the pastry? Okay, you should have 5 answers. Don't put them in the chat. Just tell me that you're ready if you're ready, and I'll tell you the answers in just a couple of seconds. If anybody missed any of these, here they come one more time. Quick roundup. So which African country has the indomitable Lions as their football team? That's the official nickname. Number 2, Benny Goodman was the king of swing. What was his instrument? That's a jazz question. Chip and Dale. Very annoying. What type of creatures are Chip and Dale? Number 4, what sign of the zodiac is represented by the crab? And what's the sort of pastry that's used in profiteroles? It's a one-word answer. It's something pastry. Okay, French sounding word. Okay, that's the game. Thanks very much, Keith, Marion, Simon, Noodle Doodles, and Pajero. Thanks for telling me you're ready. I'll wait for a couple more, and then I will show you all the answers, and you will mark yourself with great accuracy. If you've not been here before and you're wondering, how does this work in terms of prizes? There are prizes. You can win beer tonight. Our sponsors, Cross Borders Brewery. The beer gets won by different ways. Just keep paying attention. You'll find out how you can win. But one of those ways is not top score, so it doesn't matter if you end up with top score. So there's no point in cheating, is the point of me saying that. Right, okay, everyone's ready. Here we go. But you'll see as we go how you can win that stuff. Veronica is genuinely worried that she has not got the right letter. Let's find out right now. So the same letter round. Did you get the letter? It's letter C for cookie. Me like a cookie. Tell. Right. Which African nation have a football team who are called the Indomitable Lions? That is Cameroon. There they are. That's their shirt. See? You get the Cameroon badge, manufacturer's logo, and a great big mad lion. Rawr! Cool. I hope you got the right letter, Veronica. It's letter C. Benny Goodman, King of Swing, clarinet. He scored 2 points for these. For each of these right answers. There he is. Towards the end of his career. What type of creatures are Chip and Dale? They are chipmunks. Absolutely horrible. No picture there. What sign of the zodiac is represented by the crab? That is Cancer. And what type of pastry is used in profiteroles? Choux is the name of the stuff. Now, I think I said at the start of this was a fairly straightforward first round, but maybe not. Maybe that was a bit tricky. I'm divided. Well, that's good news. Veronica's got the right letter, so pleased about that. What did you score? Everybody, you get 2 points for correct answers, 10 points for the questions, but they're bonus points. You get 2 points if somebody on the team's a subscriber. You get +1 if somebody shares the quiz tonight. Share. Hit the share button. Do it. It's worth a point. And you get +1 if it's your birthday. Ain't going to happen. Robert, I started late, and I'm just notoriously running over these days, so I'm going to go quicker. I'm going to start off quick tonight, okay? Porn Dwarf's 13. Yes. Marion's got 13. Noodle Doodle's got 13. Julius and the Clues are here. 13. Hello there. Oh, away. Rubbish. Shoe doesn't take... Come on. Surely not. Surely not. Let's go and have a look. I'm looking up the Wikipedia right now. Choux pastry. It's got a dirty great X on the end. Choux pastry. Yeah, I mean, check it out. I've just looked up on Wikipedia. It's got a dirty great big X on the end. Choux pastry. Ashton's hoping for a pedant point there. You do get a point. If you point out a mistake and you're right, then you get an extra point. But perhaps in French, right, Ashton's clarifying her thing. This word does not take an X in a plural form in French. Aye, but this is choux pastry. This is how we call it. Okay? This is Brexit. This is our word. Do you get a point for a dog's birthday? Now, that's not just any old... See, the thing is, that's going to open the floodgates. Everyone's going to be like, oh, well, my dog's birthday, my cat's birthday, my fish. I got 17 stick insects. They've all got birthdays. So, although it's a dog I've met and liked, and I'm not particularly a dog person, but Kuro's all right, I'm going to have to say no. Sorry, Anne. No. No way, Spedge. That's too harsh. Aye, well, your French flatmate's doing exactly what the EU negotiating team are doing, which is just trying to get the wind up you. You know what I mean? We put cornet, not clarinet. What is he? He's a jazz man. He's not an ice cream man. Come on. Right. Sorry, Anne. Happy birthday, Kuro. But I can't do it. It's got to be humans on the team. All right. Cool. We're straight into all the controversies straight away. Well, I mean, he is part of the team. Kuro is part of the team, fundamentally. But, no. Just no. I'm not doing animals, right? That's it. Okay. Let's get... I said I was going to hurry up. I've just spent 5 minutes arguing with you all. Here we go. Picture round. Right. This is not same letter now. That was just the first round. So number one, which famous American artist made this self-portrait in 1986, a year before he died? To be fair, that's Bill. Masquerading as Therese. To be fair, Bill, it is possible to know when an animal's born. Like if you were there. Just one clarinetto. Give it to me. Nice. Nice cream. Number two, what is the make and model of the car? It was first launched in 1990, and since then it's been one of Europe's top-selling cars. All right. Listen, I'm going to put Spedge on the wheel of names because that's good. That's a joke. Yeah, that's one way to get a name on the wheel of names. It was a good joke. So Spedge has done that. So he is currently the only name on the wheel of names. I'll show you the wheel of names after this round. That's where the prizes are, by the way. Number three, name this classic 1986 horror film. It was written and directed by David Cronenberg. So just name the film. Pedigree papers, there's your answer, Bill. They got documentation for everything these days. The bureaucrats are in command. Number four, name the city. It's in the East Midlands in England. Two large stadiums pretty close to each other. The one in the foreground is a cricket venue, and in the background there is a football ground. Not a Premier League football ground, but a big club nonetheless. Okay, so name the city. And the last one, what is the brand name for this range of dolls, including these examples? They first appeared in 2001. One word answer. Okay, so what's the brand name of these dolls? First on sale in 2001. They all look a bit like that. Okay. So let me know when you're ready. I'm going to quickly go over these ones one more time. So who's the artist, right? He died in 1987, and that was a self-portrait the year before he died. Number two, make and model of the car. If you get half of this, if you get the make, like I would get the make. I have no idea about the model, but I'd get the make from the front there, so that'd be 1 point. But 2 points for make and model. Number three, name the movie, 1986 again. David Cronenberg, written and directed, famous horror film. Classic horror film. Name the city, cricket ground in the foreground, football ground in the background. Which is the city? It's in East Midlands of England. And Janice used to live there. There's a clue. I used to live near there. See? Janice will know this one. And what's the brand name of the dolls? Okay. Right. Ready, 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 ready. That's 5 readies. Tell me when you're ready, folks. Okay. Right, already. Let's get on with it. Here are the answers. For the picture round. 2 points for each of these. Number one. This guy looks a scream. It's Andy Warhol. Looks a scream. Hang on, Warhol. 2 points for Andy Warhol. What's the make and model? See the little sort of rhomboid design on the front of the grill there. I'd get the brand from that, which is Renault, but I wouldn't have a. I'd have to guess. I might have guessed it. Renault Clio is the right answer. 1 point for Renault, 1 point for Clio. 2 points altogether. French cars. Les voitures françaises. Number three. What is the name of the horror film? Be afraid. Be very afraid is the tagline. Who's coming out of that thing? It's The Fly. The Fly. Jeff Goldblum goes in, Fly comes out. What's the name of the city? In the foreground, that's Trent Bridge is the cricket ground, and it's the city ground in the background, which is Nottingham. Nottingham Forest play at that stadium in the background. 2 points for Nottingham. Nottingham. Tunes. Remember that? And number five, what is the brand name for the range of dolls that include these examples? The correct answer is Bratz. The Z. Or Z. Because they're probably American. Okay, how did you get on? Andy Warhol, Renault Clio, The Fly, Nottingham, and Bratz. What do you reckon? How did you get on? How many points out of 10? Didn't know the film? It's quite a famous line. Be afraid, be very afraid. I think the line's almost more famous than the film. Full marks for the quiz ballers. 10 out of 10 for Pero. 10 out of 10 for Porn Dwarves. 10 out of 10 for Chameleons. Renault McGann. Renault Migraine. 10 points for the UK Alliance. No clue with the dolls. Big sellers. 10 for Janice. Former resident of the Nottingham area. Okay, let's crack straight on. Went for Derby. See, I think Janice lives in Derby now. I sent her an ice cream scoop the other week, and I seem to remember putting Derbyshire on the envelope. Birmingham. Nah. Snats. You know what? See with Snats, if you got something like Snats, it's like that's almost the right answer. Give yourself 1 point for that, Margaret Ann. That's all right. It's the right idea. You've kind of got it in your head. That's 1 point. I mean, that's generous, but I'm in a quite good mood tonight, despite me falling out with you all in the first round. Sound round. Right, get ready for this. Button up your heads. It's time for the sound round. I'm going to play you 5 little clips of musics, and you will respond with several right answers to my questions. Now, I just got to find the thing. Here it is. Right, okay. Put this over here so I can see and hear at the same time. I'll put the volume up so that when I press play, you'll be able to hear. Okay, I'm ready to go. So let's get back here. Here's the list of possible answers. All right, and the first song that I'm going to play you has been speeded up. All right, who is the artist or band for this? All right, this is number 1. Quite good. Speeded up. It's over a lot quicker. I don't really like that song at all, but it's definitely better, faster. You know what to do here, by the way. All the answers are over there. You just got to pick the answers off the list. Number 2 is the opposite. It's been slowed right down. Who is this? Great. Next one is a 1 second wonder. So this is several bits of different songs by the same artist, all stitched together, little 1 second clips. So who is the artist here? Listen to this. Oh, yeah. Oh, Lord. That was good, eh? I think you know that one. And the last 2 are both television theme tunes. All right, so this is the theme tune for which TV show? Listen to this. I got you on tape. I had to kill you. Was it so much fun? Okay. And the last one is another television theme. What's the name of the show for this one? Very nice. Okay, right. That's your music round, sound round tonight. So I'm going to play them one more time. Let me know if you are ready, just so I get an idea of how many people are ready. But I'm going to play them one more time. So remember, all the answers are over there. Just pick the right answers off the list. First one is being played too quickly. It's speeded up. Who's this? Yeah. Number 2 is being played way too slow. Yeah. Number 3 is a 1 second wonder. Little 1 second slices of various songs by which artist? Oh, yeah. Great. And the last two are both television theme tunes. What's the name of the shows? I got you until you apart. I had to kill you. Was it so much fun? And number 5, last one, another TV show. Good. Right, okay. Don't need them headphones no more. Do my nutting. It's like the masks. I can't stand the masks. I just stay in because I hate the masks. I wear a mask if I go to a shop, it's just manners and everything like that, but I can't stand them. Eyes get steamed up. Right, okay. You don't want to hear me moaning about masks. Here are the answers. So number 1, song was called Parachute, came out in 2010. It was by Cheryl Cole. Lots of different names, but I think she was known as Cheryl Cole at the time. Number 2, Slowed Right Down from the 70s. It was The Sweet. Yeah, Ballroom Blitz is the name of the song. 2 points for each of these, by the way. Number 3 is the 1 second one. That was lots of little bits of Rod Stewart. I hope you recognize those. Great stuff. I was putting that together yesterday, and it made me realize how much I like Rod Stewart. You kind of ignore him. You kind of write him off as being so middle of the road, but actually, loads of great songs. Number 4 is a modern TV show. It's called Killing Eve. And the last one was the theme tune for a very, very long time for a BBC television programme, The Sky at Night. Right, chance to get your name on the wheel of names. Who's the composer for the Sky at Night music? First person to say so in the comments will get their name on the board, on the wheel of names. It's a little bonus. I'm sure one of you knows. Baby, I'm a parachute. Baby, you're a parachute. Yes, I am a parachute. You are a parachute. I'm gonna catch you. You're gonna catch me. Ah, great song. Right, what we got? Elgar? No, not Elgar. Derek's first to pipe in there. No, it's not Elgar. It's not Vangelis. That's like a sort of classical guy. Oh, look, I thought somebody would know this straight away, but it's not the case. John Williams, no. Benjamin Britten, no. No, it's a foreign geezer. Specifically, kind of Nordic foreign. Not Malcolm Sargent, not Stockacre Waterman, no. A guy from Finland. Name a composer from Finland. That's what I'm saying. And you'll be right. I'm sure there it is. There's the right answer. Sibelius. That's right. I'll tell you much about the I can't remember the name of the piece. Let me look it up. At the Castle Gate. Incidental music to Pelléas et Mélisande, written in 1905 by Jean Sibelius of Finland. So Jonathan gets himself on the wheel of names. I'll show you now, actually, seeing as there's two names on it. Just to give you an idea. So Chrome tab, that's what we've got to do. Wheel of names now. Is this going to work? Yeah, you can kind of see it there. Look, it's good fun. Say there was only... stop seeing this ad. Close the ads. Go away. Go away. Right, okay. So if I spin this, see what happens there. Spins round, it picks a winner. So I'll do that at the end when there's loads of names on. This is just a test. So it'll be Mr. Doyle in this case. See? Yeah.
Jonathan Doyle.
So I'll give you a few more chances to get your name on the wheel of names before the end of the quiz. Let's just get the quiz back. I wish there was just a button I could press. I've got to click about 5 things to go between things. But it's not, it's first world problems. It's okay. So how did you get on that round? Lumpy Gravy got 8 points. Said the bridge because thought it was the word killing in the song. Thought it was a trick. No, don't overthink it, ever. I'm no that clever. You know what I mean? Yes, the killing had the word kill. I kill you in the name of the song, but I'm basically not that clever. So if you ever think, oh, it's too obvious, drop that thought. It's usually fairly obvious. Well, look, everybody knows Sibelius now. Sibelius. Nah, not Grieg. That was after you guessed Sibelius. Must have been firing out the... Aye, but spelling's for Nazis, Mariam, so I'm not bothered. I mean, like, I try to get right spelling on my presentation, that's fine, but this is essentially a sort of socialist left-leaning quiz, and holding people to spelling when all they're trying to do is do a quiz is tantamount to the Third Reich, so I'm not having it. Right. 10 points with a load of guessing. 10 for Jonathan, and he's a winner because he's on the board. That was a test spin, by the way. Right. Have I gone on? Yeah, look, it's after 7:30. It's time for the anagram. 60 seconds to get this anagram. 60 seconds to solve an anagram. Okay, here we go. You ready? Don't shout out the answer in the chat here. We're back to just try to solve it yourself. You get 3 points if you get it in the 60 seconds. So it's a person, and the anagram is that angelic offload. Kind of beautiful. Have a beautiful statement as an anagram, but who is it? Unscramble those letters. Angelic offload. You got any ideas? It's another foreign guy. He's not finished though. Although he is finished. He's dead. Been dead for about 8 or 9 years, something like that. He always used to be on the news. Not so much since he's been dead, because there's nothing to report. He's dead. Killed by his own people. Bit of a hoo-ha. Used to be notorious. Right, time's up. You've got right until I reveal this to get the points. Here we go. 3 points if you get the right answer. It was Colonel Gaddafi. Did you get Colonel Gaddafi? 3 points if you said Colonel Gaddafi. The Libyan strongman. Former. Let's go straight on. Sticking with politics, we'll go around 4 here, which is pick 5. So I'll show you a grid of 9 answers. You've got to pick the correct 5 answers. Right? So which 5 of these surnames have been Labour Prime Ministers of the UK? That's it. You've just got to pick the 5 that have been Prime Minister and were Labour Prime Ministers. So there's your names. Attlee, Baldwin, Blair, Brown, Eden, Lloyd George, MacDonald, Macmillan, and Wilson. All right? So did you get the anagram? Looks like half you did and half you didn't. Difficult one, I think. The title threw me. I guess you're talking about Colonel rather than a first name. Yeah, Muammar Gaddafi, but usually known as Colonel Gaddafi. Got Adolf in his name as well. Right, you tell me when you're ready for this round, ladies and gentlemen. Hmm. Coffee. My daughter's put me on a restrictive diet, and I'm not supposed to drink more than 3 coffees a day, and I think I might have had 4 today. Usually I have about 7 or 8. But she's identified coffee as one of my problems, so she said, right, cut you down to 3. Like, okay, you know. Mr. Doyle's ready. Mr. Jones is ready. Ms. Millington is ready. Pajero is ready. I think we're all getting ready. You tell me if you're ready. I'll give you a couple more seconds on this. Tonight I'm yours. Do anything that you want me to. Tonight I'm yours. Great stuff. Rod Stewart. Oh, yeah. Right, I think you're all ready. I'm going to show you the answers now. 2 points for each of these for pick 5. So if you haven't picked yet, here come the answers. Make sure you have got 5 definitely picked because I'm about to show you the answers. 2 points for each of these. Here we go. So, Labour Prime Ministers, Blair. Start off fairly obvious. The neoliberal spawn of Satan, warmonger, liar, fraud, casino enabler, Tony Blair. He'll end up in The Hague one day. Who knows? 2 points anyway for Tony Blair. Clement Attlee. All right. Attlee. Back in the day. When was Attlee? Just after the war. The Attlee government. NHS. Wilson. That's Harold Wilson. 60s and 70s. Had a pipe. Seemed quite affable. Don't really know much about him. Brown. That's the Kirkcaldy bruiser. Gordon Brown. Bad dandruff, apparently, from somebody who was telling me about him. Used to work with him. Terrible dandruff. And the last one is Ramsay MacDonald. He was the first Labour Prime Minister back in the 1920s. So the other ones, Stanley Baldwin was a Tory, Anthony Eden was a Tory, Harold Macmillan was a Tory, and David Lloyd George was a Liberal. They're all Prime Ministers. Lloyd George, a Liberal, which is kind of like a Tory, but without the balls to just say that they're a Tory, you know. Mind you, I think he brought in national insurance, so that's not so bad. Sort of forerunner to welfare state. So how'd you get on with that one? Easy? Difficult? Tonight I'm yours. Do anything that you want me to. Went for the wrong Mac. I put, see, that was deliberate, putting 2 Macs in there. Dr. Caesar's Palace. Because it is kind of easy to mix them up on account of both being Mac. Yeah, Harold Macmillan was the 50s and into the 60s, maybe. I'm not sure. Ramsay MacDonald was a Scottish guy as well. He was from kind of Elgin way, something like that, up there. Nairn, Elgin, somewhere up there. Got lucky, studied that shite at uni. See? Education finally comes in handy. 6 out of 10 ain't so bad. Didn't think that Clement sounded like a Labour first name. Well, thing is, Labour Party's always had posh people kind of running it. It's not just a new thing. But Clement Attlee, it was his government after the war that gave us the NHS. And Aaron Bevan, it's known as his thing, but he was the what was his role? Was he the Home Secretary? And Aaron Bevan was Let's see. Minister of Health. Right, just Health Minister under Clement Attlee. Attlee was 1945 to 1951 Prime Minister. So straight after the war, he beat Churchill. Even though Churchill had won the war, he lost the election to Clement Attlee. Yeah, Lossiemouth. That's where he's from. Excellent. Right. This is a random one for a name on the wheel. What Rod Stewart song am I thinking of? I should prepare these questions a little bit better, and I will do. I'm starting to ask more questions to get more names on the wheel early, if you know what I mean, instead of doing them all at the end. Well, that's a good fact. Wilson smoked cigars, not pipes. That was just for the masses. Um, what we're going to do with facts like these, like I'll do one per night. That's a good fact, right? So Michael, I'm gonna put you on the wheel for that. I'll check it out later because I was wondering about the facts. It's like, well, what if they're just rubbish? But I'll put you on the wheel. You get on the wheel for that, and then it turns out to be complete bollocks. And the next time you're on the wheel, I'll take you off. You know what I mean? So pipe. I'm gonna write it down as well. Pipe, cigar, Wilson. Good fact if that's true. Right, let's have a look. What are you guessing? Maggie May, no, later than Maggie May. Later than Sailing, not 70s. Hot Legs, no. That's closer, but not right. Definitely not Downtown Train. I'm asking for my favourite Rod Stewart song. Georgie Boy's brilliant, but it's not my favourite. It's the song where Rod Stewart invents the 80s, right? The 80s don't exist until he does this song at the start of the 80s, and then that's it. It's the 80s after that. And it's like electro, but it's rock. So good. Nah, not that. I don't like that song. Handbags and Glad Rags does my nutting. Sailing. I love that if I'm in the mood, but I'm not usually in the mood for it. Definitely not Have I Told You Lately That I Love You. Nah, I don't like all that slow stuff. Hot Legs is much more like it, but it's not the right answer. No, not Rhythm of My Heart. Do You Think I'm Sexy is amazing, but it's not the one I'm thinking of. Yay! Spedge's got it. Young Turks. And if you don't believe me, just listen to the song. Right? It's just fantastic. So Spedge, you're the first guy to have two names on the wheel tonight. Veronica got it as well, but a bit late. So did Robert. Well, yeah, that's why it's a good fact, Michael, because it just illustrates that. Okay, everybody. Stay with me. Stay with me is a bit crusty for me, a bit kind of bluesy, rocky for me. I like electronic stuff a little bit better. Young Turks is just the greatest song ever written. Right, oh, it's time for Mystery Bag, so someone else is going to get a name on here. Right, what's in the Mystery Bag? Mystery Bag, start asking me questions, okay? Mystery, mystery, mystery bag. And I've got my phone, so I can do timing. So let's see. So ask me yes, no questions. I'll answer them, and then whoever's first to guess what's actually in the bag wins the thing that's in the bag and gets a name on the wheel. So there we go. I've started the clock. Maltesers, no. Is it fish food? No. Is it wine? No, it's something out of the pound shop. I'm still going through my mega shop from poundworld.com, poundshop.com. It's not edible. It's not Peck. It's not Frey Bentos. It's not a book. It's not Tipex. It's not wearable. It's not a Rod Stewart CD. That'd be amazing. You wouldn't get that. I wouldn't put it in the bag. I'd keep it for myself. Is it from a board game? No. Is it made of plastic? There's two different elements, and one of the elements is completely plastic, and the other one has quite a lot of plastic. It's One of these nights it'll be Rod Stewart himself. He'd probably fit in that little bag. Wearable, no. Sea Fury. Don't know what you're talking about, but no. Scouter, nah. Probably it's slightly more fun than a scouter. Plastic mug, trowel, nah, no trowel. Toothbrush. Metal. There must be. I think there's a small metal element to one of the pieces. Can it fit in your hand? Aye, it goes right in your hand. That's the whole point of it. Or there's two parts to it. One part goes in your hand, and one part goes down there. Would it be found in the kitchen? You could use it in any room in the house. Yes, it is a DIY thing. Is it a mug tree? No, it's not a game. No, that's a good guess, but not right. Is it a toy? But it's some kind of DIY thing. Buttons, combs, wool, dusters, stationery, grass seed. Can you make a sound with it? Just the same way you can make a sound with anything. Bang, bang, bang. That's about it. Brushes, it's very close. Hairbrush tool, yeah, it's in the tool sort of category of zone. What is a DIY? Do it yourself. It's like something for doing something in the house, you know? Tree lights, loo brush, dinosaur, toothbrush, wrapping paper, sponges. There's sponge involved. But it's not just sponges. Scissors, sticky tape, spoon, Halloween mask. Is it a tool? Yeah, kind of. It's kind of a brush. Kind of. Table tennis kit. Toy dartboard, grater, false nails, hairbrush, yo-yo, ball, hairbrush. No. Comb, false nails, grater, dog leg, cheese grater, ping pong bat, plunger travel, mug, popper, spoon, screwdriver, keyring. Nah, none of these things. Shoehorn, tape measure, bat scratcher, wallpaper scraper. That's getting much closer. Everything's jumped. I've got to go up the thing again. Plumb line, shoehorn, spanner, screws, measuring tape, hammer and nails, trowel, plunger, chisel, Swiss Army knife, paint roller. Oh, Crawford. Da 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 da. Yeah. Mini roller and tray set. See? Beautiful. Includes 2 foam brushes, decorator's tool, little tray for paint, and a roller in there. Excellent. Right. Alan is the winner. And even if you were first, which you weren't, it's the first one I see. That's what counts. So Alan Crawford finds himself on the wheel of win. And we move on. Very good. Excellent. Right. How are we doing for time? Screwed, as usual. I need to drop some things or I need to learn to speed up. Let's move on. We've got 50-50 now. Okay, let's get on to it. So this is back to the main quiz. 2 points for each answer here. All right. What kind of animal is Rikki Tikki Tavi in a story by Rudyard Kipling? A mongoose or a snake? That's number 1. Excellent stuff from Mr. Graven there. Well done, he's saying. So it's to a fellow quizzer. And Spedge as well. Good show, Alan. Well done. So, Alan, even if you don't win the beer or any of the other prizes, you will win the paint roller. All right, and that will go in your cupboard for a couple of years. What's Rikki Tikki Tavi? Mongoose or snake? Number 2. Which European country was once the colonial master of Mozambique and Angola? France or Portugal? Talking about empires, all right? All the African countries used to sort of belong to us, you know, as Europeans, till they sorted that out. But which country was the boss of Mozambique and Angola? Did they both belong to France or did they both belong to Portugal? Number 3, which celebrity fronted campaigns in the 1970s to sell a small electronic musical instrument known as the stylophone? Was that Gary Glitter? Boo! Or was it Rolf Harris? Hiss! Dreadful, dreadful persons. But which one used to sell the stylophone? Was it Gary Glitter? Leader! Or was it Rolf Harris? Can you tell what it is yet? Final berth. Question number 4. Which English city is the permanent home of the Lord Nelson flagship HMS Victory, with which he defeated the French? So Lord Nelson's flagship was called HMS Victory. It didn't get sunk. He got killed, but the ship was all right. They brought it back, put it in dry dock. Where is it these days? Is it in Plymouth or Portsmouth? And which rock star's real name was Farouk? Is that Freddie Mercury or Prince? I'm glad you feel that way, Dr. Caesar's Palace. I wouldn't like it to be incredibly straightforward. I hope it's not so strange that you don't know what's going on. It's got to be folks still understand it, you know what I mean? Oh, look, Alan's delighted. He's going to gloss the hell out of everything. Let's just recap these very quickly. So, Rikki Tikki Tavi, mongoose or snake? Snake or mongoose? Mozambique and Angola both used to belong to La France or Portugal? Which evil, vile celebrity used to sell stylophones? Was it Gary Glitter, glam rocker, or Rolf Harris, hairy foreign artist? Number 4, Lord Nelson's flagship HMS Victory. You can still go there today, but where is it? Is it in Plymouth or Portsmouth? And whose real name was Farouk? Freddie Mercury or Prince? You reckon that sounded South African? That South African's altogether more terrifying. I tell you something, Paul. You come to South Africa, he's very dangerous. You must have gun. Cameron is from South Africa, and he used to work at the Brass Monkey Leith. And he's so posh that his school had giraffes. You're going Farouk with an H. Well, the thing is, I believe the name would be a transliteration anyway, rather than a translation. So variant spellings are fine, I think. So no point for that. Keep trying. No, I think my presentation is fairly bulletproof on the errors tonight. We'll see. Still around to go after this. Did I do those once again? Did I do them already? Yeah, I did. Right, okay. Time for the answers. Loads of people are ready. Here we go. So what is Rikki Tikki Tavi? Here we go. Here are the answers. 2 points for each answer. Rikki Tikki Tavi was a mongoose and fought against a snake. Yeah, snake was a cobra. Rikki Tikki Tavi was the mongoose. Sorted him out. Now, you're all talking about variant spellings of Farouk. It's one of those things. Get to the answer first, anyway. Mozambique and Angola, they were both under the command of Portugal. 2 points for Portugal. Number 3, who sold stylophones? It was Harris. There he is. Can you tell what it is yet? That's right, it's Ravel's Bolero. HMS Victory is in Portsmouth. There it is. That's what it looks like. It looks pretty impressive, actually. I never crossed my mind, but when I got that photograph, I thought, I'd like to go and see that. That'd be cool. And real name Farouk. That's Farouk Bulsara, Freddie Mercury. Let's do a quick check on his name. I mean, the thing is, I'm imagining it's Arabic, right? And when it comes from Arabic, you can transliterate. You don't translate, you transliterate. It's got an H on the end here in Wikipedia. Farouk. Farouk. With 2 R's and an OKH. So completely different spelling to what I've got. Gotta look at that later on, right? Let's get on to the last round just now. Because I still go for my point about transliterations, but I don't know. Maybe they wrote down Farouk on his birth certificate in English letters, in which case you'd be right. So I'm going to double check that later, but instead of wasting time on it, not wasting time, but taking time on it just now, I'll do it after. So let's get on with the last round, all right? Some 10s and some 8s in that round. I didn't think that was too difficult for a 50-50 round. Did the school mean to have giraffes? My school had rats. Yeah. It wasn't an infestation of giraffes. High jump? I don't know. No, I think they just had them to graze magnificently on the veldt. Maybe to just deter hyenas or something. I don't know. Anyway, Mongoose, Portugal, Rolf Arse, Portsmouth, Freddie Mercury. What a night out that is, eh? Let's do double or bust, right? You know how this goes? 4 points for a right answer, that's double. So you can get 20 points here if you get them all right. Bang! Loads of points. But if you put one wrong in this round, you die. You don't actually die, but you get bust. In other words, you get 0 points for the round, right? Which is pretty horrible. To avoid getting bust, you don't have to answer all the questions. You can leave blanks. All right. So you decide which ones you're going to answer. And let's go for it. Okay, ready? Here we go. So number one, which TV soap opera was first broadcast in 1995 and is set in the city of Chester in England? Right? Which TV soap opera is that? I believe it's still going. That's question number one. Set in Chester. This is the last round for the main part of the quiz. After this, I'm going to get you to upload your scores. All right. Number two, in 1988, who became the only snooker player ever to win the BBC Sports Personality of the Year award? And it remains so to this day. Only one snooker player has ever won the BBC Sports Personality of the Year award. So who was that snooker player? He remains the only snooker player to have achieved that. That's question number two. And question number three, in the double or bust round, which one of Mickey Mouse's close friends has the middle name Fauntleroy and has a twin sister named Della? All right, who's that? Twin sister called Della and the middle name Fauntleroy. Which one of Mickey Mouse's close friends is that? Number four, which element is represented on the periodic table by the letters Ni? Okay, so periodic table, table of elements. Which element is represented by the letters Ni? Remember, one wrong answer is bust in this round, so careful what you do. And number five, all right. See, it's right, okay. Mistake here. There is a mistake here. It says within 10 years, but I'm actually giving you 15 years either way. So look at the thing at the bottom, not the thing at the top. So within 15 years, what year was the first time a car broke the land speed record with a speed greater than 100 miles per hour? So you can have plus or minus 15 years. If you're 15 years out, you get the points. If you're 16 years out, you get bust. Yeah? So it's 15, it's not 10. That is a mistake. But I spotted it first, so you don't get a point. Just laughing at this. Faroukeri Maroukeri. So have a guess at that. When did cars start going faster than 100 miles per hour? What year? Have a guess at a year. And if you're within 15, then you get the points. You can, of course, leave it blank like any of these, right? You tell me when you're ready. I see Bill's declaring that he's going balls out, which means he's answering all five. We'll quickly go over these again. Number one, BBC, not BBC, just TV soap opera set in Chester, first on air in 1995. Number two, The only snooker player ever to win the BBC Sports Personality of the Year award, and that was in 1988. Who was it? Number 3, which one of Mickey Mouse's close friends got a middle name Fauntleroy and has a twin sister named Della? Who is that? Number 4, Ni is which element on the periodic table? And the last one, in 15 years of the exact year, when did cars start going faster than 100 miles per hour? Nowadays, the land speed record, I think, is more than 700 miles an hour. But when did they start going faster than 100 miles an hour? Have a guess. Right, everybody. Tell you the answers in just a second. It is a tricky round. You're right. I'm going to quickly remind you that I do this for tips, so that if you have any tip for me, like, do it faster. Stop talking so much, but like a tip money is what I'm talking about. Then I'm delighted to get a tip off you. Thank you to those who have donated and who do donate, and I appreciate it. Try to make a living here, try to feed my family. So if you went to a pub quiz, it costs you loads of money to go out, transport, booze, kebab on the way home, all that stuff. All I'm after is £1 or £2 off of you. If you don't want to, or you can't, that's absolutely fine. But please like the quiz if you like the quiz, and share it if you can, if you know how to do that. Thank you very much. Right, okay. I'll tell you these answers now. Actually, not that many of you have said you're ready. Are you ready? Tell me you're ready for this. I'll give you the answers. It's warm tonight. Mr. Doyle's only going for the 4. Janice is ready. Bill's ready. Marion's ready. Okay, everyone's coming in now. Everyone's ready. Right, let's do it. Noodle Doodles. Yeah! Noodle Doodles are so far the only team who've actually done Kazula Palooza the other way around. If you want to do Kazula Palooza on a live quiz, but you playing the kazoo, you can do that. You phone in with your own tune, you know. Anyway, answers. You ready for this? Here we go. Double or bust. Remember, 4 points for the ones you get right, but if you get one wrong in this round, it's bust. Okay, 0 points for the round. So here we go. Chester, 1995. It's Hollyoaks is the name of that show. Hollyoaks. Number 2, Snooker Loopy, Nuts Are We, You and Him and Me. The only person ever to win the BBC Sports Personality of the Year award and be a snooker player is Steve Davis. There he is. Well, there he is in the old days on the left, being a snooker player. Did you know he's now a DJ? He's called Thunder Muscle. He's played Glastonbury. Apparently he's quite good. So Steve Davis is now a DJ, but he's still the only snooker player to have won Sports Personality of the Year. Fantastic. Janice, what the hell? Used to live in Nottingham, used to live near Chester. Go to name somewhere you've not lived. No, who's Della's brother? That's Donald Duck. All right, there's Della. I don't know too much about Della, but she's the mother of Huey, Dewey, and Louie, the nephews. Yeah. And she's an adventurer, an aviatrix, a flyer. And she's got a prosthetic leg because she lost her leg in an accident. NI, what's this? Oh, see, I know if I did this in the pub, I know for a fact some people would say nitrogen and get bust, but it's not. It's nickel. Yeah. Nickel. Get it? And the last one, right. Within 15 years, if you get within 15 years, you get a point. So first land speed record by a car to go more than 100 miles an hour is 1906. So if you said something between 1891 and 1921, you get the points. Okay, that's it. There's the answers. Hollyoaks, Steve Davis, Donald Duck, Nickel, 1906. That's not quite such a good night out. Although it might be if Steve Davis is on the decks. Great stuff. Steve Davis. If you're old enough to remember the 80s like I am, you'll know that Steve Davis had a reputation for being really, really boring. Like, because it was the days when snooker players were extremely famous. They're still fairly famous now, but back in the 80s, they were like rock stars, yeah. Kinda. But rock stars that stayed indoors at all times. But there was a couple of mad ones like Higgins and White. And so by contrast, guys like Steve Davis looked boring. But he's having the last laugh. He's DJing at Glastonbury. Where's the rest of them? Right. So I'm just going to put some background music on, I think. Right down so it's nice and quiet. Still a wee bit loud. There we go. Right. Let's see what you were getting. I'm going to give you a link in just a second to upload your scores. Got bust on Steve Davis. Oh, what did you put? Too cowardly to go enough for number 5. Would have been 25 years out. Della, she wears the trousers and Donald doesn't. Well, I was reading a little bit about it, you know. All right, like literally wearing the trousers. Yeah. I think that's right. Let's have a look at her. There she is. She's got a pair of shorts on there. Thank you, Pajero. Appreciate it. Went for Dennis Taylor as he beat Davis in the Classic final. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he was a very sympathetic character. Dennis Taylor. Thing was, Steve Davis had been second a couple of times. He was very, very popular. The revisionists are like, oh, Steve Davis, no one liked him and stuff like that. But he was still incredibly popular because he was so successful. Like Pete Sampras, you know. Just won and won and won and won and won, and people like that. You know, it's like Roger Federer as well. People just like him because he wins. Jamie put 1920 for land speed record. Aye, just inside. Very good. 73 is great score. Fact check. 1906. Oh, cats. Let's check it out. So, I'm away at Wikipedia here. Land speed record. Uh-huh. Let's see now. So what we got? Speed over 1 kilometer, speed over 1 mile, miles per hour, kilometers per hour. Right. So I've just got my columns right here. Well, this might be a mistake. I've got 1904 in Belgium, Gobron-Briey, internal combustion engine, 103 miles per hour. The 1906 one is Daytona Beach, Fred Marriott and the Stanley Rocket, going at 127. So, yeah, that's a little bit wrong, isn't it? Let's have a look. Now, why have I got that? I'll have to check that out. But yeah, so 1904 is an answer. Like, you know, these questions are checked. Most of them have a reference, like in my database. So I'm going to say that 1904 looks like it should be a right answer. If you're That doesn't affect noodle doodles, right? So if your right answer is based on 1906 and just being inside that, take the points. But if you're a little bit too early, 2 years early, so we'll make the let's see. Let's have a look at the final answers. 1891 to 1921. Take that down. See what it says. Oops. See where it says 1891. Change that to 1889. What's that? Matt scores 76, so you can't have 75. I'm sure you can. There's lots of different ways to score. Why can you not have 75? There's questions where you can have 1 point if you get half an answer, like the Renault Clio question, you know what I mean? What's the question here? Does Hank Marvin get a sandwich every time he introduces himself? Oh, man. I've already put one on the wheel for laughs tonight. That made me laugh, Bill, but you're not getting on the wheel for that. One on the wheel for laughs only. Right. Let's get to business. It's nearly 8:15. I'm going to give you the link to upload your scores. I request politely that you upload your scores. It'd be great to see your scores so I can make a league table for tonight's scores. I'm just going and grabbing the link. See, the thing is, there's loads of different stuff, Rocky. Like if you know, I've given away points here and there, and people might have a birthday. All sorts of shit can happen. You can get more than 76, I think. It's possible. And if you're questioning Mr. Doyle, then don't, because Mr. Doyle's a stalwart of the quiz, and he knows exactly what he's doing. Okay, oh, Cats, by the way, I'll put you on the wheel for that, for picking me up. Okay? You deserve to go on a wheel for that, for picking me up, on a matter of fact. And I will go and make sure my database is all up to date after this. Take a little note. And speed 100 miles per hour, 1906. Check. There we go. There's a little note for me. And give yourself a point as well, Cats, for that, for picking me up on that. Right. So I've given you a link, haven't I? Yes, I have. Right. Follow that link to upload your forms. And in the meantime, before we do anything else, or before we spin the wheel for tonight's prizes, I'm going to have one more bit of quizzing for you. One more little bit of quizzing, a bit of live quizzing, and we're going to be playing with our, how do you call it? Hangman! I need some theme musics. That's what I need to introduce these little things. And give me enough seconds to get the things up, you know what I mean? Right, so let's have a look. Hangman. So, not that. Right, Hangman, there we go. Thanks, Spedge. Yeah, I thought the quiz was quite good tonight. A couple of tricky ones there. A couple of tricky bits. Right, I'm going to give you the link to come and play Hangman. That's the game we're going to play. I'll try and do it a slightly different way to what I did on Friday. Maybe a little bit more fair. But, you know, you've got to just try these things to work out how they work. So come through and play Hangman with me. Hit that link. And come and play. And it's Hangman. You know how to play Hangman. You just guess the letters until you work out what it is. So it's the title of a film up there. All right? Here comes Alistair. Oh, it says devices not connected. If you are coming through in the live link, It's better if you use headphones, but if you don't use headphones, just mute the tab that's got me on it, the YouTube. Otherwise, you get feedback. Sometimes, depends. Most of the time, it just works. But you come through, you follow that link, that StreamYard link. StreamYard's the name of the system that I use. And when you come through, I'll get you to guess some letters, and we'll see how we get on. Let's get a few for you. I've got Michael. Michael is there. Michael's waiting. We'll speak to Michael very soon. Alistair's trying to connect. Be great to get some new faces on tonight as well. If anyone's not come through before, it's very painless. Nobody gets hurt. It's perfectly fine. Some of you might even notice just without. Got Jonathan coming as well. That's good, right? Okay. Let's get Michael up. So I'm gonna. I think I will just get rid of the background music at this point, so we can talk to each other. Right. So hello, Michael.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing?
Fine, Tom.
Yes.
Yourself?
It's awfully dark where you are. If the clock's gone back.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? It just comes on you like you just don't. I mean, we're all old enough. We should expect it this time this year. You know, this time every year. But every year it takes me by surprise. You know, I'm like, 1 minute I'm skipping through the meadows and the flowers and all that. Next thing you know, it's dark. The end of the world. So how did you get on in the main quiz?
Not too good. We got bust.
No, we had full points and then we got
Full points and then bust with Dennis Taylor. It's Dennis
right. Aye. Yeah, I thought. I mean, the thing is, when you start thinking about it, there's loads it could have been. Could have been Jimmy White because he was very popular. Could have been Higgins because he was very popular.
We're thinking the sports personality of the year.
Well, the thing is, it's always for achievement rather than personality.
Yeah.
Anyway, right. So you can see the board. Yeah. Let me just. There we go. So it's. You can see it says a film. I'm not going to give you any more clues than that to start with. I'm just going to ask you to pick a letter.
We'll go E.
E. Right. Okay. So if I just go over to PowerPoint here and click E. There you go. There's the E's. So the E's appear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a name on the board. Now, you're already on the wheel, but I'm going to put you on there again. I'll put you as Michael and Lorna, but I'll put you as Michael. So there's now 2 Michael Graham's on the wheel. And stay where you are, right? I'll come back to you. I'll move on to the next person. I'm going to try it this way tonight, right? Just going through the.
Can we guess?
Can we guess the film?
Okay, you guess. Hi, yeah, all right. Okay, well, I was going to get Doyle in there, but he'll have to wait. Yes, you can guess. Go for it.
Back to the Future.
Oh my God, unbelievable! It's exactly the correct answer. Yes, Back to the Future.
We didn't trust Spade. She would have got it.
That's see, it was the first. That was one of the things I was doing last minute. That's why I was late on. I was like, oh no, I've still got to do and it was the first thing I could think of. So maybe it was a little obvious tonight, but look. You get another one on the board for that, all right? So you've got.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. No, that was brilliant. That was absolutely fantastic. So you've got 3 on the board now. So this time I will say goodbye to you. But
bye.
See you later. And do I have another one, or is that it? I can't actually remember. Oh yeah, oh, we do. We've got another one here, right? Mr. Doyle, would you would have got Back to the Future? I'm sure you had that already. Didn't you?
Possibly.
I love your caginess, sir. How are you today?
Not too bad. It's quite reasonably warm for Glasgow.
Yeah. You had any more interviews? How's that going?
No, still looking.
Oh man, we're all gonna die. That's the trouble with this lockdown and stuff like that. You know, it's a disaster. Now, I think this is a more difficult challenge. This was the second thing I thought of, which is a place which is a lot less obvious than Back to the Future as a movie. So it's just those letters in the middle there. It's a 1, one word place name. Can you give us a letter?
I'll go with an S.
S. There is an S right now. What I'm going to do is same again. I'm going to give you another name on the wheel, but I'm not going to. I'm going to say see you in a minute rather than goodbye, and we're going to bring in Alistair. Hello, Alistair.
Hello.
How's it going?
Yeah, very well. Yourself?
Yeah, you sound good. You sound like a bassy robot. There's just a touch of electronic on the line there, but you've got enough bass to carry it through, sounding real good. What have you been up to today?
Just been working, and then just got back in time for this. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
Can't complain.
Are you still working in a location rather than working from home, or how's it work for you just now?
Yes,
What
still in the office.
You do again?
Pardon?
What kind of stuff is it you do?
Customer service on the phones for a bank. So
right. Do you ever just tell them to go fuck themselves? Yeah.
Sometimes I want to, yes.
I mean, what you should do is learn it in a really obscure language. Yeah. You should learn. You should learn the phrase "away and throw shite at yourself," but in like Cambodian or something, or Thai, so that you can say it, but there's hardly any chance of getting sacked. That's what I would do anyway. I like a bit of jeopardy in my workplace. Anyway, so have you got a letter for us for this place name?
Yes, I think I'll go with C.
C. That's a good choice. Look, there's a C right there at the start of the word. Can you solve it? You don't have to.
No, I think I'll probably need one more letter. I would probably guess.
All right. Well, let's see who else is lined up. It's Rachel. Well, hello there.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm excited.
I'm excited as well. It's because it's nearly Halloween and there's going to be no trick or treating this year, so I don't have to do anything, which is really great because usually I get roped in and blah blah blah. Do you usually dress up for Halloween, Rachel?
Sometimes I say I'm quite a low key costume person, like a sort of light
costume. Making a costume, and I like the effort of making it myself, but not to a ridiculous degree. My best one was about 2 years ago. I went to a party as a washing machine. Yeah, great big bit of cardboard and like tubes and all that coming out of me. It was like white goods. You know what I'm saying? What's your best costume ever?
Mine, probably. I went as Superman once, but I was midway Clark Kent to Superman, so I had a Superman t-shirt but under a white shirt. So it was
That's awesome. That's a good idea. Yeah, that's cool. That's a twist. Did you win the booze?
No, we didn't. I think I was too young. I think we're too young for my one Smirnoff Ice at the time.
Right, let's play Hangman. How's your geographical knowledge?
Oh, it's pretty poor, to be honest.
Well, you're not going to get this then, are you?
No.
Have you got a letter for us? Can you get the letter?
Yeah. Well, I think I'm thinking I'm going to go for, if it's allowed, I'm going to go for an E.
E for extra sauce, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. Let's click E. No, there's no E.
No.
But stay where you are, and we'll go back to Mr. Doyle. Mr. Doyle, have you got a letter?
I'll go with an O for Oscar.
O for Oscar. There's no O. So we move on. We move back to Alistair.
I'll go with a T.
T. No, there's no T. Back to you, Rachel.
I'll go for an A, I think.
A. That seems to be a sensible choice. Look at that. Now, can you solve it?
If I try and solve it and I get it wrong, is there any consequence to that?
No, you're all in the game until we'll stick with the three of you until someone gets it right, okay? So you can have a guess each time.
Is there a place called Castle Stand? I think I can get that.
No, it's not Castle Stand. We go back to Jonathan.
I'll go with N for November.
N for November. Let's have a look. N for November. Oh yes, yes. Have you got a guess for us?
No.
I'll give you a clue at this point. It's a place most people have never been. And even
Casablanca.
Casablanca. No, it's not right. I'll go back to you, Alistair. I'll give you another clue at this point. It's a lot less exotic than Casablanca. Have you got a letter for us,
I'll
Alistair?
go with the letter M.
Oh,
M for what?
M for mother.
Let's see. Yes.
Oh.
Yes. It's there. Look, we're nearly there. Can you do it?
Yeah, I think, yeah, it must be Cambuslang. Yeah,
You go for Cambuslang.
Yeah.
Cambuslang is the right answer. Yay! So,
Glasgow suburb. Yeah.
aye, very much so. Yeah, it's where all the newspapers get printed. So you get another name on the wheel there, and I think I covered that. Hang on a second, Rachel. You got a right letter, didn't you?
Yeah, I got an A.
Right. Okay. I better put your name on the wheel as well. I think I missed out doing that.
I think Jonathan also mentioned Cambuslang as well. I think he did. So
What you saying? Are you saying you didn't get it right?
I think Jonathan did also mention Cambuslang as well. So
no, he was talking about Casablanca.
I thought I heard somebody else say Cambuslang as well.
The opposite of Cambuslang. Yeah, it's the other side of the coin. So well done, Cambuslang. Nobody saw that coming. Nobody expects Cambuslang. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of that, and I'm going to spin the wheel, and we're going to find out who's going to win the booze. That's what we're going to do with the first spin. So if I know what I'm doing, then that'd be amazing. Let's just see if I do know what I'm doing. Press that, press that, press that, press that, and then press that. Yes. All right. Very good. Right. So I've got the wheel of names here. There's a few names on it for various different reasons, and I'm going to spin the wheel. This is for the beer, which is from Cross Borders. Here we go. So I spin the wheel, and it goes flying round. Pretty exciting because you can see the names. There's Michael, Alistair, Spedge. It's Spedge. Spedge is the winner off the beer. Oh yes. Well done to Spedge indeed. And let's see if any of the others you can pick up a scratch card. I'm going to spin it one more time. I'll get rid of Spedge off the wheel, and I'm going to spin it one more time. And this is for a scratch card. This, which could be the bigger prize, because it could be £10,000. It's Mr. Doyle. Yay!
Jonathan Doyle.
Did you hear that? It's got a wee electronic voice that says Jonathan Doyle. Fantastic. That's
one quick thing. I once went for a Halloween party as Siegfried from Siegfried and Roy. There's a local shop.
The guy with the tiger.
Yeah. There's a big white cuddly tiger in the local shop on sale, and it was just after he got attacked by one. So what I did was get red food colouring, a blonde wig, and dressed in white. I had the tiger wrapped around my neck.
Oh, glory days. Absolutely brilliant. Good stuff, Jonathan. Anyway, you're a winner. I'm going to say cheerio to everybody. See you later. Bye.
Good night.
Bye. Bye. Siegfried and Roy, ladies and gentlemen. Well done, Spedge. Are you still here, Spedge? He said, thanks, Dr. Paul, about 15 minutes ago. He might not know that he's won the booze. He might have drifted off. But well done. Spedge is the winner of the booze. Let me just make sure I've got this written down so I'll find it later on. And Mr. Doyle wins another chance at £10,000, which I will be sending off. Both previous winners. So I have your postal addresses, so I don't need anyone to send me a message. Thanks very much, everybody, for doing the quiz tonight. I enjoyed that. It'll work out as the hangman's good. The hangman's quite good, but I don't know if there's a better way of doing it. If you think of if you ever think to yourself, God, there's a really obvious way of doing that better, just let me know, because it is possible for me to miss things. You know what I mean? I was doing quizzes in the pubs for 20 years, right? And even after that time, I would still find things where I'd go, Christ, it's obvious I should have been doing it this way for all these years, and I can't believe I missed it. And then I'd improve it. So, and this is comparatively new for me, the online stuff. Working on other things. I've got an idea for a game, right? You see how... Did I post the link for the tips? I probably did, but I'll do it again. And thanks for asking. Let me just find said link. Here it is. Still a little test, right? This is not for... oh, we can do this. Thanks, Robert. That's the link for the tips, right? I've just put it in there. Now, I'm going to try something else. A little game. I'm going to try and set something up. Take me a few seconds here, but it's an idea I've had. It's basically like, where am I? Okay, so I'm going to get somewhere on, pardon me, on Google Maps, right? Street View. I'm going to go to a place in the world, and then I'm going to get you to sort of guess where I am. I'm going to go to a fairly random place. The thing about it is setting up somewhere, setting up the screen so that it's kind of, you can't see all the writing. I found something the other week which kind of suggests that you can do this without you know, you can get rid of all the labels and stuff like that. There's a little sort of bit of code you can put into Google Maps. So I'm gonna, but I think I was trying it the other day, and you can kind of, let's just try this. There's still a few people here, so if you're still here, just give me a couple of seconds and I'll get this up. Let's have a look. So share screen, Chrome tab, Google Maps. Oh, right, see if I do that. Right, did you see the name? I think the name was on the screen for a second there, but I have a guess. Where am I? So I'm going to go down the street here. Let's zoom in on some people. Look, there's some folk just walking there. She's got kind of denim dungarees. So maybe it's somewhere foreign. Let's go to let's go right in the middle of the crossroads here and look at what we got. We got this. Just guess when you think you know where we are. It's a big city, right? La Populaire del Soho. So that's a nice wee, that looks like a good wee boozer there. Or maybe it's a cafe or something. That's a nice wee corner place, isn't it? Don Julio. Looking around, nice foliage, good weather. Right. Well, look. Yes. One of you has got it right. Derek. Now, listen, Derek. Like, there's no prizes here, but be honest. Did you see the name of the place before I stretched it off the screen, or did you just work it out? Did you recognise it? Tell me. See if I set the screen up properly here, then you don't see it. So if I make it slightly taller, see what I mean? Like, because I had it smaller before, like that, and oh, you see there, top left, it says Buenos Aires. But if I just make it a bit taller, I have to get, if I get it exactly right, then it doesn't show you the names. It's quite good. I'll do another one, just for fun. Bulgaria, nah, no Bulgaria. It's a bit too urban exotique. for Bulgaria. Not enough bears. Look at that. See? Argentina. Nice big shoes she's got. Didn't see the name first, just a lucky guess. Good stuff. Have you been there? I picked it because it's a place I'd like to go. I've never been. So I'm going to do another search, right? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop the screen for a second, find somewhere else, and then turn it on. That should work, right? Let's try somewhere else completely. I went to this place on Street View the other week. Just took my fancy as a place to look at, and it's like something else, you know? So, where are we? Here we are in the suburbs of a completely different city, right? I've got it set up, and then I'll press share screen and get it back on. Let's try this one. So once again, it's a city. Where do you think we are? Here we go. Now, what's going on here? Some people cutting about. Bit of a sort of hijab thing maybe going on there. Savage Lane. Looks like it's the name of the street. Nice looking building. Or it looks like it was nice maybe in the old days. I don't know. It's quite busy down here. Should we go down here? See, this might work well as like a phone-in one. Nah, it's not Delhi. This might work well as a phone-in one. Like, I get one person at a time, you get like 30 seconds or something like that. Or 5 guesses and 5 movements, and you can say, go down there, go up there, go left, go right, that sort of thing. Have a look at those people. You know, you can sort of direct me, as it were. Look, Part Thistle fan. Or is that Barcelona? It's Barcelona, isn't it? But he knows he wants to be a Part Thistle fan. Bet9JA, what's that? It's like a clothes shop there. Mainly black people in the street, but they got white mannequins. Right, what we got here? Delhi, Mumbai, Phuket, Marrakesh, Calcutta, Mumbai, Bombay, Colombia, Islamabad. I don't think anybody's been on the right continent so far. Oh no. Marrakesh is the right continent. But not the right country. Let's keep going down this street, see if we can see anything. Do you like this? Do you like this game? I think it could do with a bit of work, but I think it's... was that something gentle and perfect touch saloon? Come to the perfect touch saloon. Ooh, the name of the place might have been there actually on that little thing before I backed out of it. Did you see it? Did you spot it? Little tuk-tuk things. Everyone walking down the street. Let's move down the street a little bit more. Savage Street. Oh, we got a right answer. It's Derek again. Yeah, Derek's the king in this game. Lagos in Nigeria. Good stuff, Derek. Right, what do you think? Do you think this game's got a future? It's good just to try it out a little bit there. Because I don't know about you, but I love going Street View, just places I've never been, just having a wee look, you know? It's cheaper than getting a flight somewhere. But to make it a little bit easier for me to run, I found a thing the other day. It's like a set of instructions how to have Street View without all the labels, you know? So, because, you know, if someone was in a cheaty mood, they could have a look at the name of the street and just Google the name of the street really quickly and might be able to find it. Call it Derek's game. Hi, it's good. Tangiers. It does look a bit like Tangiers. I've been to Tangiers. Well, I went to Tangiers in 1986. I don't know what Tangiers looks like these days. That was excellent. Derek, good answer. Number 1 taxi driver. See, but well, it's geographical knowledge, isn't it, Derek? That's the thing. He's been all, you know. Oh, I was just guessing, guessing random African cities once it gave the clue it's in Africa. Yeah, but it's the knowledge, isn't it? Because you didn't guess all the ones that are wrong, because there's hundreds of them, hundreds of cities in Africa. Let's try something. I'm going to try again, right? I'm going to turn it off again. Try one more. I'm going to try and get something that's a little more difficult, maybe. See if and if I tell you what, if Derek's the first one to get this one, then whenever we play the game in the future, it will be called Derek's game. Okay. So I'm just gonna go back out of here. I'm gonna think of somewhere that's a bit more difficult, right? Just for a second. And if there's only 16 people watching, so you know there's a decent chance of Derek getting this game. He obviously knows his geography, and if he does, then this will officially be called Derek's game when we play it. Until some other mighty champion comes along. But let me think. I need to stop talking so I can think of somewhere that's a little slightly more difficult. Not super stupid difficult, but slightly more difficult. Right, let's try this. Is it more difficult? I genuinely don't really know. Might be somewhere that Derek goes all the time. Okay, right. I've got something set up here. A nice view, and I'll get the screen back on here. Okay. Let's see, that doesn't work. The name's in the thing, isn't it? Where's this? Let's jump to a different part of the city. Rue de something. No! Not Campbell's Lang. Actually, that's quite good because that covers up the... Oh man. Oh, I've pressed the wrong bloody thing. I'm gonna... Right, that's why I need to find the version where it doesn't have the labels and all that. Sign says Bordeaux. Yeah, that was... I kind of gave that one away. Let's try one more time, all right? But this is good doing this for me because it's a wee bit of practice, you know. It's a good game, yeah? Do you like the game? Let's try something else. Oh, come on. It's doing one of these things where you go too far one way and then still fucking mighty. They should design these things a lot more for quizmasters, you know what I mean? Now, this is really... Let's see. See, now I've got to this city here, but I'm finding it extremely hard to get to the center of the city, which is where I need to be. Let's try this. Woof. What the hell's happened here? It's put me right in the middle. It's put me right in a train station. I don't want to be in a train station. That's too easy. Signs everywhere. Right, let's try this one. I've got one more. Where are we? Prefer Hangman because I'm so rubbish at geography. Well, that's fair enough. It's never ever going to be like one game. You know what I mean? Also, I want to have a variety of games. What I'd like is that that's quite nice, isn't it? These row of houses there. I think I remember that from the time I was here. No, it's not Blackpool. Ah, go away. I'm going to have to try this out a few times because it's so easy to just click something that makes everything obvious. Where are we? Blackpool, Cardiff, London, Dublin, Liverpool, Manchester. No. What's up here? Oh, look, suddenly it's quite good weather. Hey, Marion's got it right. Limerick. There we are. This is the town of Limerick in the west of Ireland. I went there once and it was really bad weather. I just remember it beaten down with rain. Rain like I'd never seen. Did you see Limerick Food Store? Did you? I think Limerick, Marion might have seen it just before you. I think that's all right, seeing something on the street. That's kind of in the game then. You've got to keep your eyes open to, get a few wee signs and stuff like that. See loads of stuff that I don't see. I only guessed it was in Ireland as the advert in the pub window had prices in euros. That's wild stuff, Derek. You got good eyes. You were the first to guess an Irish place. I saw you guess in Dublin, but Marion scooped you out on Limerick. Yeah, good stuff. Right, I'll definitely use this game at some point. It's good fun. It's the sort of game I'd like to play. I'm the Quizmaster. See, it actually looks quite nice here. It's such a difference with the weather. Like I said, when we were there, it was absolutely bucketing down. And I thought, this is hell. This place is hell on earth. I would never want to live here. I hate this place. But see, looking at it in the sunshine, it's like, it looks quite European, quite nice. I mean, it looks very British, doesn't it? Look, there's spaces at the Aviary. 50 parking spaces at Henry Street. And there's a giveaway there. Limerick car parks. Howley's Quay. I'm not going to start doing Irish accents. That's a losing game, isn't it? What's that? Oh, they got Spar. Excellent. Nah, Dirt's not going to spoil it for everyone. Now, well, the thing is, I might play it like a phone-in one, like a live one. I noticed that quite a lot of you don't ever call in. So, see, I like doing live stuff, but I'm maybe rethinking it. Like, I don't really have a problem with the same people coming again and again, but it'd be nice to get different people as well. I hesitate to say that because it sounds like I'm grumpy at the people who come in all the time. It's far from it. I'm delighted with everybody who phones in. But I think some people just don't want to do the live stuff, Okay, I'm working on ideas for the quiz the whole time. The main idea at the moment is to try and give away more spaces on the Wheel of Names during the quiz. Get that a bit more formatted. Anyway, I'll shut up and I'll get offline. The reason I've been hanging about tonight is because my daughter and my wife are out at the moment. They're going to the cinema. I didn't know if such a thing was still possible, but they've gone to the cinema. It's school holidays. So some folk are in their jammies. That's all right. We're all friends. It's okay. It was nearly called Derek's Game. Yeah, let's see what Derby looks like. This isn't even a game. I can tell you what this is, right? Like, I thought of a different way of playing this, which is like we go to a place and we know where it is, so it's like Derby, you know. But you've got to find the pub. That's the game. So I'd just dump it in the middle of Derby. This would have to be a phone-in one. Somebody would have to be talking to me. I say, right, find the pub, and they go right forwards, forwards. Does anyone want to play this just now? Does anyone want to phone in just to practice this one? The game is find the pub, and I put the timer on it, and it's how quickly you can find the pub. If you want to, if anyone wants to, if anyone's still here wants to play this, let's just to test it. You know, this is just a sandbox. Yeah, I saw you trying to come through there, Robert. The thing with the sound is, was it if it was feedback, then if you've got me talking, I'm not quite sure how it works, but if I'm talking on YouTube and I'm talking through whatever connection you come in, and you get two loads of me, and it's like two noisy ones. And somebody was saying the other week, the thing to do is to silence the tab that's got YouTube. And then there's only one me. So it's not a horrible noise. So that might be one way to do it. Headphones seems to work really well. Yeah, thanks, Lorna. Bye-bye. Thanks for playing, and I'll see you again. Back tomorrow night. I'm on every night at 7 o'clock. The big pub quiz format is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Tuesday and Thursday are just quizzes, just for fun, very quick. At 7 o'clock, it's only half an hour. Yeah. Or if you don't want to phone in just now, just give me instructions. Give me instructions in the chat, like forwards, back, right. Yeah, it was that Lorna who was suggesting that the other week. Like, silence the YouTube tab. Like, depending on what browser you use, Firefox or Chrome or whatever. If there's any sound coming through one, then you can usually silence it. If you go up to the tab, there's usually like you cross out the little speaker sign. And that just makes it easier. So let's see. I'll pretend like no one's playing with me. There's only 12 people left, so I'll just pretend. So I'll say go forwards. I'll try and find the pub. Right, see how quickly I can find the pub. Now, what about to the right there? What's that? Bis Tango Continental Restaurant. That's not the pub. What's that? Hang on. What's this? Where are we? We're in Derby. Right. I can't seem to move from where I am. Oh, I've got to zoom out a bit, haven't I? That's 4 kids. That's not the pub. Let's go up here. Let's go up the way. Is the pub up the hill? I'm stuck. I'm stuck in this wee corner. Can't move. Hang on. Let's go in here. Oh, I think I'm on a photograph rather than an actual street view. Look, Green Lane. There we are. So I go out into it. Then I go up here. Is that a pub? Was that a huge bingo hall? Forward left, please, says Marion. Right. I don't know when that refers to, but let's go here. Pizza Palace. Oh, what's that? Rathbone. That's not the pub. There's some empty units. This place has seen better days. Go down here. Bemrose Legal. No, it's not a pub. This could be quite a good game. Find the pub. What's that? Oh, Costa. Grim. This looks like some kind of high street. Let's go down here. Got to be somewhere. Imagine this. Imagine you're actually there. You can't find the pub. What about that red building along the end, surely? Tesco. It's no good. Come on, there's got to be something here. What's this? That should be a pub, but it's not. I found Primark, I found Costa, I found all the awful places. Can't he find the pub? What's this? Tesco. Now I give up. Oh, hang on. Da, da, da. There we go. Carnero Lounge Cafe Bar. There we go. They've got beer, so that counts. Yeah, that game might need a bit of work, but anyway, we'll be doing those. I gotta go. Thanks for playing the quiz. I'll see you all later. Thanks to everyone who's left a tip. Appreciate it. And I'll see you all tomorrow, hopefully, if not Wednesday, Thursday or Friday. Yeah. Yeah, it don't look the best, does it? I'm sure I was just in the not very good bit. Anyway, thanks for playing that other game. I'll be using that soon. Right, see you all later. Good night.